My Mom is My Best Friend, Part 1. My mom is my best friend. Yeah, it may sound funny or weird, but I'm just closer to my mom than most people. Lily, I saw you and your friends went out. I saw their story. Mom, I promise I didn't have anything there, I mumbled. She gave me a stern look. I ran to class when my phone buzzed. You've been selected. Mom would be so happy. The next day, as I tied my shoelaces, she asked, where are you going? To Rose's birthday party. Don't worry, I won't eat anything there. I promise. How are you going to deny cake on your best friend's birthday? Absolutely no. Go back to your room. You should know better. As I sat in my room, tears blurred my vision. I was afraid of losing the only friend I had, Rose, the one who didn't mind that I never ate in front of her, that I didn't have a phone, or how quiet I was. Find out what happens next in Part 2. At dinner, Mom placed a green smoothie in front of me and scoffed. Your face is swollen. Did you cry all night? You aren't the prettiest to begin with, and you need to maintain your weight. Someone like you got chosen for a beauty pageant? You should know better. I'm changing you to an online school. You don't need to go out anymore. I couldn't argue with her. I never could. That day, something in me broke. Mom didn't trust me, even if I said I wouldn't eat. 2 months since I'd been outside the house. Mom didn't allow me outside. At first, the smoothies and salads made me wild with hunger, but I no longer felt hungry. I only wanted to see the sun. Mom said I should study, but I couldn't concentrate. She locked the door when she left. The windows were the only thing I had to look at. She said it was for my well-being. Find out what happens next in Part 3. Then one day, I heard it. Psst, psst, psst. I peeked out the window and saw Rose. Why is the door locked if you're home? I heard you're too sick for school, and why didn't you come to my birthday? I almost cried. She leaned closer. You've lost too much weight. Is this your mom again? I nodded and handed her a box. Inside was a handmade photo frame with our picture. She smiled. You silly goose, if you're making pasta decoration, use uncooked pasta. Mom doesn't let me touch the cupboards. Her face darkened, then softened. I like it. I forgive you. Then Mom's car pulled in. I panicked. Please go. Don't let her see you. Rose ran. I'll come back. Don't worry. Find out what happens next in Part 4. The next day, Mom smashed a glass and handed me a brand new phone. Your friend Rose has decided to participate in the same pageant you're in. Some friend she is. She has followers on Instagram. You need to up your game. Don't forget, you need to win. Wear your pink dress. But it's expensive, I said. It's for social media. Dress up and go take pictures. I smiled. She did it again. That girl. As we got in the car, Mom's phone buzzed. She handed me cash and said she had urgent office work. Go take pictures in the garden. I'll join you shortly. The next week, I had to stay at the dorm with the other participants. Mom said they were all rivals, but staying there felt like a vacation. Shopping, pretty dresses, laughter. And the best part was Rose. Mom told me to make other friends, but they could never replace her. Find out what happens next in Part 5. One day, while we were out for lunch, Rose suddenly fell from her chair. I screamed for help. Then I saw Mom's car around the corner. Why would she be there? Parents weren't allowed. I had never been inside an ambulance. It terrified me. At the hospital, they said something with shrimp had triggered Rose's allergies. It could have been fatal. The next day, I met Mom. I wanted to ask her, but I didn't want the answer to be yes. She said snidely, where's your friend? Oh, I heard she's not well. Some girls are a bad influence. Luckily, accidents happen. I froze. Tears of disbelief were all I had left. My mom was all I had, and now I felt I had lost her too. I went back. I needed to confront her, but I wasn't ready to fix her. The next week, after Rose recovered, the pageant shoot began. We were given dresses to choose from. I was beyond excited. Find out what happens next in Part 6. The night before the competition, I sneaked in to see my dress one last time. It was the prettiest dress I'd ever seen. The lights were already on. Through the glass door, I saw Mom with Rose's dress. She had scissors in her hands. I stormed in. Are you doing what I think you are? How could you? I'm telling everyone. Before I could leave the room, something heavy struck my head with a thud, and everything went dark. The next day, I woke up in a hospital bed. Rose stood beside me, eyes full of guilt. She moved to hug me, but her mother pulled her back. A few officers stood silently in the room. Find out what happens next in Part 7. Can you please not wear your dress for the pageant? I whispered to Rose. You can have mine. Just wear anything but that. Rose began to cry. The competition was 1 year ago, she mumbled. She handed me a glass of water, but it slipped from my hand. The doctor came in and asked my name, then told me to move my leg. I couldn't. He turned to an inspector nearby. It's due to the malnourishment. They all stepped outside. Lily, Rose hesitated. You can stay with me now. At my house, I frowned. My mom will never allow it. Rose looked at her mother. Let's just say, she whispered, you never need to ask for permission again. Then they exchanged a look. Follow for more horror stories.